Okay, Ingo, starting from today, inshallah, and then we will set the schedule together. We will take, let's say, the essential knowledge about the B6.
Mm-hmm.
B6 actually is a huge software. It is not that simple. So it need more than one course, one for the administrator, one for the, let's say, beginners or the operators of the software, and one for the manager of the software, the advanced. We usually have two kind of courses or three kinds of basic course. This is what we get. Actually, I will not give you the only basic course, but I'll give you some topic from the advanced course, which is necessary for you to use
Yeah.
it in your real life.
Business. Yeah.
So we have a basic course, we have advanced course, and we have administrator. Why we said administrator? Because this software is not made for a standalone use. It is usually installed in a server to let everyone log to the same database together, to work together with the same project. But actually what we are doing now, we are installing as a standalone in your computer. You will be the only user, so you don't need administration. As I told you, administration when we have a server and centralized database for a company or something like that. Let's
Okay.
start. Let me introduce myself. I'm Tahir Abdelaziz. I'm 62 years old. I'm a Primavera user since 1993. So I'm now almost more than 31 years using this software from the early beginning of the software, which it was still under DOS, and then many development happened there at the software. I'm coping with this development because I worked actually in Primavera company for 6 years or more than 6 years.
Okay.
And I'm now working in a company which is Oracle partner and Primavera as well. I'm usually up to date for this software. I am holding some certificates. I'm BMB certified. I believe that you know what the BMB is. BMB for Project Management Professional, one of the PMI certificate. PMI is American Institute specialized in project management. I'm holding this certificate almost for 16 years now. I'm also RMB Risk Management Professional, another certificate from BMI. I'm holding another certificate called PMOC. I am holding it now for 14 years since 2010. Actually, I was the first one who get this certificate outside of United States of America. It is certified that I'm capable to create something called BMO. BMO is a centralized department in many organizations to set the project management standards. I'm holding a European certificate as well since 1999 for almost more than 25 years now from IPMA, International Project Management Association, the headquarter of IPMA in Switzerland. And this is, let's say, a European certificate in project management. And it was the first international certificate I'm holding it in my career.
Okay.
I'm also a project management consultant from Engineering Syndicate, Egyptian Engineering Syndicate. Actually, I apply for this certificate because I have a huge experience in project management, and I get it for more than 20 years, 25 years now. Finally, I'm arbitrator, international arbitrator in the contract disputes, and I'm holding a contract and the claims experience to deal with that.
Okay.
The last certificate is actually it is related directly to our training course. I'm authorized Oracle trainer and implementation as well, implementation expert. It means that I'm holding a certificate from the owner of the Primavera company that I can conduct this course. Of course, our course is not certified by Oracle itself. It is a workshop by Tahir, by me. But I'm holding this certificate. It means that I know what is the standard from Oracle to give it to everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. What are the different topics of our course? Actually, I sent you the outline before. We will have introduction just to know the software we are going to deal with. Then we'll go to the software itself. to know the different types of information we are going to deal with it in this software. Actually, we have two types of information: global information and project information. You have to understand and differentiate between the global and the project, because you have to ask yourself during working with the B6 with Primavera, I'm looking for a project information or for global information. We will understand what are the different global information and the project information as well. Then we will go to the software, starting creating the necessary dictionary to create a new project. What the two dictionaries we are going to create, something called EPS, Enterprise Project Structure. Enterprise project structure is a hierarchy starting from the company itself, showing the different program of project. The software we are dealing with it is a program oriented, not a project oriented. It means that if you are responsible for a single project, you are going to control this single project. If you're in a higher position and you are a program manager or portfolio manager, the software capable to gain a report in multiple projects in the same time. Creating the EPS is setting the program structure, which when you start creating a new project, first question Primavera will ask you where this project is belonging to. Where are you going to put this project in your organization structure? We will know how to create the EBS and the other structure called OBS, organization breakdown structure, which represents the responsibility hierarchy in your organization. Why we need it? We need those two dictionaries because when we create a new project, one of the mandatory question you have to set it during creating the new project is the project belonging to which program and who is responsible for this project. We will understand the EBS and OBS in spite of it is one of the advanced topics, but I usually give it in the basic course to make everyone understand what he is doing in the software.
Yeah.
Then we go directly to Primavera, open P6, and open an existing project to understand how to deal with the information and where we can get the information in the B6. This topic will take around 45 minutes from us. Just to tell you that you can deal with Primavera. It's easy to deal with it. Just to know where is the place you are looking for, and it's easy to go directly and change the information and create a new layout or new views to make different information available for you for reporting, for understanding your project.
Yeah.
Then we will move a little bit in the operation. We will start creating something called calendar. I understand from Yasser that you are a Microsoft project user.
Yes.
Am I right? So you know what the calendar is. Calendar is the tool which define the working hours and the working days during the week. Because usually when we create the schedule, we are dealing with working time only, not a calendar time. It means that tomorrow and after tomorrow is a weekend in Germany. If we start a task from today for 5 days, it will take today and then wait 2 days for the weekend, then restart again. How to define a calendar in B6 and what are the different types of calendar we are dealing with it in B6. This is the aim of this topic. Then we
maybe just short interruption for your information. I have learned Primavera in 2002. That's my first game with Primavera in Landshut. And I visited a 2-day workshop to learn this program. And it was a Primavera P3 version 5.0. Yeah. So it's 20 years, since 20 years, I've learned something about this, and I've used it in 2 projects from the railway infrastructure. But in the last 20 years, I exclusively used or have worked for Microsoft project. Yeah, so that's a common tool in most of the German clients. So in general, I understand the topic of Primavera. And in your 2 pages from your P6 workshop, Success Compass, I think the second page is very interesting for me for S-curve reports and so on. That's a challenge for me.
Yes. So okay. Great. What you're saying is great. Let's say I will make it a little bit fast for the basic information, but for the advanced information, I'll make it in the detail. Thank you for providing me this information. But I'm sure that after 20 years, you forget a lot of information.
Yeah.
Let's say it's time to refresh it and know what is new on it and how to do it in a good way.
Right.
Okay. Then, inshallah, we'll go and create a new project. We know how to add a new project to the database. 3 ways to add a new project: file new, or importing the project from another database, or getting a copy from an existing project. We know how to add a new project in Primavera, and this is the aim of this topic. I believe that today, inshallah, I'm trying to complete those 6 topics will be completed, inshallah. And the next session, we will start another topic. After creating the project, it's mandatory now for Primavera that you have to create something called WBS, Work Breakdown Structure, or breaking down the major project scope into smaller and more manageable pieces. This is the definition of work breakdown structure based on BMI definition. After creating the project, we know where we can create the work breakdown structure. It will be by default the grouping for the activity and a way of reporting your performance using the work breakdown structure. We know how to create a work breakdown structure and where we can find the work breakdown structure to create it. Then we will go in many details, what we call activity details. I believe that those topics you are expert in it. You know how to use Microsoft project, so you know what the meaning of task, what the meaning of duration, what the meaning of relationship, the different type of relationship, the different codes. As I told you, because you share with me that you are already Microsoft project user and you have some knowledge about Primavera, we will, let's say, skip this information or make it a little bit faster, because you know what, just I will tell you from where you can get this information and create this information in P6. We will know how to define activities, how to estimate the duration, where we can put the activity duration, what are the different types of activity. We have here 6 types of activities. It is not like Microsoft project. Microsoft project has 3 types of activity: meeting and task and milestone. Only we have here 6 types of activity. You will understand when we can use each type. Then how to add the activity to your project, how to get the details of the activity, details like what codes. We have a great tool here in Primavera called Codes. This codes is very important and essential for any planner to generate unlimited number of reports. Like what? You're like, you usually add the activity under its scope, under its package at the work breakdown structure. But in some case, we need to see the schedule based on the responsibility. Who is responsible to do the work? Is it the design department or engineering department or procurement? So we need a code to, let's say, regrouping and sorting the activity to gain unlimited number of reports, also filtering the information to send only the necessary information. We will do this using codes, and I believe that Microsoft project has codes as well, but it is a little bit different here. We have a huge using of the codes at Primavera. We'll understand how to use the codes, how to assign the codes, and how to define the codes. Relationship types. I believe that you know that we have 4 types of relation: finish to start, start to start, finish to finish, start to finish. And what is the meaning of lag and lead? which is make a delay between the predecessor and successor activity, or make overlap between predecessor and successor activity, we know from where we can create the relationship and change the relationship type. After creating the schedule, by the way, I believe that you download the file I sent you, the workshop, the training material.
Okay.
The PDF file. Did you download it? Or I sent you the last week.
Yes, I've downloaded the program. It's going on, and for 1 hour you sent me an Excel file or a WhatsApp.
XCR file. XCR file. This is the file is coming from Primavera. It is have a certain extension called XCR. We will use it. It contains the workshop. You have to do it by yourself, and this is how to check. We will use the file I sent you to check did you make the workshop in a correct way or not.
Yeah.
So we know later on how to import it to the database in order to compare between what you are going to create during the workshop and what is the optimum solution of the workshop. Okay. After creating the activities and the relationship, putting the duration, putting the codes, we know how to schedule in Primavera. Primavera use, of course, you know it, a technique called CPM, Critical Path Method. Critical Path Method, it is not invented by Primavera, it is invented by project management knowledge, or PMI, or Mr. Gantt in the United States of America in 1945. It is a mathematical way to calculate something called critical path. Critical path is a series of activity which determine the project duration. It has a feature that any activity on the critical path delayed, it will delay the whole project. Here in Primavera, using the same concept of the critical path method, we have some formula. This formula is built in the software. All you have to do is click F9 or at the menu bar, schedule. Primavera will use all the information you put it previously to determine where the critical path and calculate the finish date of the project and calculate 4 dates for each activity. Early start, early finish, late start, late finish. Each activity in our schedule will have 4 duration. The earliest possible date the activity can start on it, the earliest finish date the activity can finish on it, the latest finish date the activity can start on it, and the latest finish date the activity can finish on it. After gaining those dates, Primavera will calculate the critical path based on something called total float. If the total float is 0, it means that the critical path, this activity on the critical path, and if it is facing any delay, it will delay the whole project. In Primavera, in this topic, we know what the critical path method is and how we scheduling in Primavera. Then we will move to a very interesting topic, is how to use the codes we already created in grouping and filtering. In another way, how to generate reports, how to send reports. This is, in my opinion, is the most attractive and essential topic in our schedule. Because I believe that the planner is not only data entry. He's not at all data entry. Anyone can create a schedule. Just they go to define activity, putting the relationship. The most important in our industry that you can generate report, you can generate output, you can give to your boss or your supervisor all the information needed in a proper way. In this topic, we will understand how to use all the previous information we created in making and generating many layout, many general, many grouping way, many filtering way to send only the information needed for each department or each one at the site. It is, in my opinion, put a mark on it. It is one of the most attractive topics in our workshop, inshallah. Then after that, we will move a little bit for the second and the third job for Primavera. What is the second and third job? Actually, Primavera, Ingo, has 3 main jobs. time management to determine which each activity will start, when each activity will start and finish. This is what we call time management, and where the critical path is, and to determine any delay happen in the project. This is what I call time management. Then the second and the third job is resource management and cost management as well. You need to know what are the different resources needed to complete the work. So you have to understand what are the different resources, how to define a resource, how to assign resource to your activity, and assign cost as well. By the way, resource and cost are connected together, because when I said that this activity will be done by Ingo, it means that Ingo will cost, his cost is 100 euro per hour, and I need 40 hours. So this activity will cost me 4,000 euro. So resource management and cost management are connected together. When you define a resource, you define his cost as well. And when you are going to assign this resource to the activity, it means that the activity will be loaded by the cost as well. We will know in 3 topics: how to define a resource, how to assign a resource, and how to monitor resource, how to use the resource, and the cost as well in Primavera. Then we will move to another topic, which we call it schedule adjusting or optimization of the schedule. The question is, what I did is matching with the contract itself. It matching with the finish date of the contract. Or like it not happened like that at all. During the planning, we'll put the optimum duration, the optimum relationship, and let Primavera calculate the finish date. Actually, it will not happen. It is 1% only chance that the calculated finish date is matching with the contract finish date. So we need to do something to optimize the schedule to match with the contract finish date. We will know here how to do it. What are the different techniques in crashing the schedule, in shortening the schedule time to match with the contract finish date. After that, we are ready. We are ready to update. We are ready to go to the site. Before update, we know how to create a baseline. A baseline is a target. This is the target. This is the approved plan. This is what we approved earlier to use it in our project. So we need to keep a copy from the approved plan to be compared with during update. We will do a very simple step. We'll go to Primavera and say that, Primavera, now please take a copy from the project. We have approval on it now, and keep it in your database. Later on, when I need to compare between the actual happened and the baseline, I will ask you to bring this information from database for comparison. At this topic, we will know how to create the baseline and use it to be compared with later on. Then update the schedule. How to update the schedule, how to put the actual information in the schedule, how to create a report, tabular report and graphic report as well. Then 3 advanced topic. Can I take the information from Primavera and put it in Excel to use Excel features in generating the report? Actually, in my opinion, as I told you, I'm a Primavera user for more than 30 years now. The graphic report in Primavera, especially the client base, and I will tell you later on what the client base is and what is the web base is. Primavera has 2 licenses, a client base and a web base. At the client base, the graphic report is very poor. You cannot depend on it at all. In the web base, in the web license, they have some very good graphics. So the user, if you want to use Primavera to generate a graphic report, histogram, bar chart, any graphic report, you need to use, in many cases, use Excel to get the information from Primavera and use the Excel features in generating report. We will know here how to get the information from B6 to put it in Excel in order to use it in Excel in any other way. Then I believe that Yasser told you about that. We will have to know what are the different options of schedule. What are the different options of schedule? You're like, oh, we have some, let's say, default setting in the schedule. If you don't know this topic, so you are using the default one. But in many cases, if you are dealing with a contractor, he is experienced in, he has a great experience in Primavera. He can go to these options, to the schedule option, change some option for his use, for his benefit. He will change it in order to gain a better status in his project than the other option. You have to know the different option of schedule in order to, let's say, capture any manipulation from the contractor. If he use a different, he changed the option without telling you that. So in this topic, we know how to set the different schedule option and to know what are the difference between each option. Finally, the S-curve topic here in Primavera called activity usage profile. Activity usage profile is a profile, either it is histogram or S-curve, to represent the total units coming from resources or the total cost for the whole project or for a certain work package or for a certain time. We know how to generate the S-curve from Primavera with a different technique. You want to know the S-curve for concrete work only. I will tell you how to select the activity to create an S-curve for civil work or for concrete work. I want to see the S-curve for the whole project. We can get it. I want to see the S-curve for a certain time. We can choose a filter to show it in a certain time. At the last topic, we understand and we know how to create or view the S-curve from Primavera using a tool called activity usage profile. Those are the topics, inshallah, we'll talk about during our course. Let's start with the first topic. The first topic is about the introduction. Why introduction? I'm usually with my trainee, Ingo, I usually trying to tell them, I will let them understand what is the planning industry is and what are the different software at the market. Primavera started at the company in 1984. I am a user in Primavera in 1993 after they created in 9 years or 7 years. They started with Primavera under DOS. It was a disaster, Ingo. Yani something you cannot rely on it. No graphics at all. The black screen. You don't know what you are doing. What is the reflection or that? What is the impact of what you are doing? You cannot see anything. That's why during this time we usually use another software with Primavera like Harvard Graphics to see the information in a graphic way. It was really a disaster. After that, when Bill Gates starting the Windows operating system in 1992, Primavera create a software called B3. B3 has 3 versions, B3.1, 1.1, 2, 2B, 3, and 3.1. You told me that 20 years ago, you have a workshop in Primavera B5. B5 is not update of B3. B3 is a completely different version than what we are using it now and what you have a training on it. It is not a development. I will tell you a story. In 1999, I was attending the Primavera conference in Dallas, United States of America, September 1999. Looking for what is the new at the B3, the new software, the B3, what they are going to develop, what they are going to enhance in the B3. During the conference, they said that, my colleague, we will not make any enhance to the B3 anymore. And we will start a completely new program starting from this year, from 1999. Why? When we was 1,000 attendees in this conference. Why? It is a very good software. Actually, the user of the DOS version know the difference between the DOS and B3. The B3 was very, very beautiful, very clear and colorful, and it was very great. They said that for 3 reasons we have to move from B3 to a new program, which is now what I sent you is version 22. What you have a training on it 20 years ago was 5. Now we are in the latest one is 24. But what I send you is 22. It is always no change on it. Why you are doing this? You have to understand this is a story, is a part of the training. It is not just a story. They said that the B3 is project oriented, not a program oriented or portfolio oriented. What that mean? You're like, you can control a single individual project using the B3. But if you are in a higher position and you want to see the performance together of many projects together as a program or as a portfolio, we cannot do it in the B3. That's why this is the first reason we have to create a new software. Right. What is the second reason? You're like, the second reason is B3, when we created, we were just moving from DOS to Windows, but it's still related to DOS. So the limitation was the key word in B3. Limitation for everything. The ID of the project only 4 letters. The codes only 64 letters. It is limited because the database is a very poor database. It is another reason that's why we have to start a new software using a huge database like SQL or Oracle to make it unlimited for everything. You're not worry anymore about how many activities you have, how many codes you have, what is the ID number, letters you have. Don't worry at all, because you are dealing with a huge database. Either it is Oracle or SQL. They start with SQL, then Oracle buy Primavera itself in 2008 and make Oracle is the default software for the new installation. Type. The third reason is web application. I like the future is for the web. Nobody from now will start staying in his office, getting the information as a hard copy and trade or communicate with the information using a hard copy or something like that. The whole world is moving for the web application, and we need to move forward to the web application. The old B3, we cannot make it a web application. That's why we will start a new, completely new software. Those are the 3 reasons why they start the software we are using it now. We call it B6. And we have a story for B6. Why they call it B6? They start calling it B3 EC, then EC, then Primavision. From version 1, of course, as a user during this conference in 1999, they told us, let's try, we prepare a lab for you. Let's go and try the software itself. You will like the software. So I was the first one who take a training on this software in 1999. Then I went to San Francisco in 2000 to get a training on it, because I was in the first company in Egypt who bought this license. At the beginning, they wasn't have any name for it. Every version they change the name till they reach B5. The B5 you take the training on it 20 years ago. It was 19 years ago, by the way. Not to try to return back to your calendar. It was in 2005, I believe, not 2004, I believe. Am I right? This training in 2005, not in 2004?
2002.
2?
Yeah.
I don't. B5 in 2002? It was version 2 on that.
Version 3.0.
3.0. So you have you have a training on the B3, not the B6. It's a completely different software. So when they reach B5, خلاص, they said that this version will be B5 in 2005. Then said, I will create a new version the next year. I will change the name to B6. They understand that they will lose the trademark. They will not have a trademark. They have a trademark before B3. It was very known as a B3. Now they are losing the trademark. So they decide from version 6 to name the software B6. And they will not change the name, even the version change. So from 2007, it become the name of the software is Primavera B6, regardless the version. So we start dealing with it. Primavera B6 version 6, Primavera B6 version 7, Primavera B6 version 8. During version 8, Oracle bought the Primavera company, the whole company, and bought it as a part of its business. And they changed the way of defining the version from version 8 to version 14 directly, because they usually name the version with the name. I sent you what you installed in your machine is 2022. I'm having in my machine 2024, which is not released to the users yet, to the client user. It released only for the cloud software. I'm working with a company which is working with a cloud. That's why I have a version 2024. So the name of the software is B6 type, and this is what we are going to get training on it. In the B6, we have two types of license, EPPM and BPM. EPPM for Enterprise Project Portfolio Management, and this is the name of the web license. Primavera has two licenses again, web, one working the whole web version, and one for the client, for the standalone or for server base. This is what you installed in your machine. What you installed in machine called BPM, Professional Project Management. So what is the difference between B6, EPPM, and BPM? EPPM is a web application, BPM is a client application, and we will have our training in BPM. Trust me, there is no difference between, only the difference for the interface. If you know how to use BPM, it will be very easy for you if you move to the web application. I believe that you know that we have a competitor here, Microsoft Project. Microsoft Project is a Primavera competitor starting from, I believe that 1998 or something like that. They create the first version of Microsoft Project. But trust me, I was in a discussion yesterday with one of the experts at the Microsoft Project. I told him that the comparison between B6 and Microsoft Project is actually out of comparison. Primavera is like trucks, trailer, which can have a load of 200 tons. Microsoft Project is just a private car which has a value of 1 ton only. It can carry only 1 ton. In my opinion, here in the Middle East and United States of America, I don't know what the market in the Europe, but the European companies working in Egypt, like Siemens or something like that, Siemens working in Primavera for the whole construction project, oil and gas project. Primavera is a must, because it is the best tool which can deal with a huge project like construction and oil and gas. Microsoft Project is only for the IT project. It's very simple. It is like Excel like. So it's easy to them, and they like it very much, because when they have a meeting, they get a meeting notification. They can update his task using the email. It is not working like that at all at the construction industry and the oil industry. So Primavera for the huge project, and Microsoft Project for a small project. Not only, we have another English company called Asta Power Project. Asta Power Project has two softwares. Asta Power Project for it is like Primavera using the critical path method like Microsoft Project, but it's not that good also because it uses a certain template. You have to use this template. It is not an open software, but they have a good one called Tilos. Tilos is for the infrastructure, roads, piping project, linear project. It is a very good tool to monitor and control the linear project. Those is still some software at the world market. Here in Egypt, and I believe that in Europe as well, we don't know the Asta Power Project or Tilos. Tilos very rare to use it here in Egypt and the Middle East as well for the linear project, because as I told you, 99% of the construction and oil and gas company using Primavera. Finally, it is not that complicated. I know someone who get his PhD from Canada. He used Excel, macros in Excel to create a schedule tool. He called it Easy Plan. It is just macros at the Excel, some formula there, and make the Excel as a scheduling tool. By the way, the new version of Excel has a schedule template as well. This is for a very, very small project. If you are going to renovate your house, مثلا, as an example, which is 100 activity, 20 activity, 50 activity, you don't need, of course, you don't need the feature of Primavera or even Microsoft Project. You can use Excel to create schedule itself. Why I'm putting this as an introduction? Because everyone at the planning industry must at least know the different license, the different type of software he can use it in his planning. In all cases, you are using the same concept, critical path method. Critical path method is the tool he are using, regardless the name of the software. All of them using critical path method to in their tools. Just a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you. That's why when I made this introduction, I usually tell my trainee what is the history of the software and what are the different types of software we can use it. It can be used in the industry or planning industry. Okay, let's move a little bit. We are going to use B6. It means that this B6 is our tool. What you installed in your machine called B6. So as I told you, from version 14, they make the version by the year number, not the just numbering it in sequence. It is related to the year they are creating a new version. They name the version with the year number. As I told you, you are installing 2022. In my machine, 24. There is no difference between 22 and 24, only on the web, and we will not have any web work here. So let's have a focus on the software we are using it. It is web application, usually used in a server. You install it in your machine, but this is not the optimum case. To use it in an optimum way, the software must be installed in a server in the company and let the user connect to the server to work with the same database for the whole project. This is the main feature of Primavera, that it can be used as a program or enterprise-wide project management to use the same resources, the same portfolio. And you can create your own dashboard, your own report as a user, but the database is centralized for the whole company. But here, inshallah, in the case later on, if you work it with the company which want to install the Primavera, so the recommendation is Primavera must not installed as a standalone version like we did in your machine, but it must installed in a server to let every user connect to the server at the same time. Okay. Why we need B6? Because it is generated or programmed for any user. For suppliers can go there and update their activity. Executive can gain a report on it. Field worker from the site, you can update the site. Actually, in my mobile now, I have application called B6 application. I can update the activity which I'm responsible for at the server, of course, when you are using the web, using my smartphone from the fields. I go to the fields, see what happened there, logging to the application in my Android mobile, and update the activity directly. It could be used for the project manager for reporting, for updating. It could take any type or any volume of data, because we are dealing now with a huge database. Either it is SQL or Oracle, so you don't have to worry about the database size or the data size. Create actually the list project I deal with it was 68,000 activity. Wow. Huge number. But no problem.
Wow.
68,000.
Wow.
A very huge. It is not normal, by the way. This is not normal. Normally the project is 2,000, 5,000 activity, but it was a huge one. That's why it was a huge number of activity together. Don't worry. The B6 is for any kind of data, for any volume of data. You can use the software from anywhere. Just if you have a connection, internet connection, you can go directly and connect to the database. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is just what we call the introduction, and this is the first topic. Actually, it is not related to the software itself directly, but at least it will give you a figure of what we are going to deal with it now, inshallah. The second topic also, it is theoretical, then we will move to Primavera to open it and know how to understand it. And we need to understand this theoretical part before we moving to Primavera. You can notice that we have three slides talking about information type: enterprise data, project data, or enterprise/project. It means that during working with Primavera, as a user, you are going to deal with three types of information. The first one called enterprise or global. It means that it is available for all users and projects at the database. As I told you, the optimum installation for the software is to install it in a server and let many users log to the same server at the same time. When we said enterprise information, it means that this is the information which can be shared by all project, by all users. Like what? Like the structure of the project, like the responsibility, organization breakdown structure, like administration setting, rules, cost accounts, resources is for the whole company, not for a certain project. If you have 5 cranes, it means that those cranes is not belonging to project ABC or XYZ. It's belonging to the company, and you want to move the resource from project to project and monitor the pool of resource you have. The pool of resource is related to the company, not related to the project, and the codes as well. Those what we called enterprise data. Why it is important? Because when we start working with the software, you have to know from where you get the global information on enterprise data and from where you get the project specific information. What are the project specific information? Is the information which related to a certain project only. For the open project, like his baseline, his work breakdown structure, his documents, his dates, his activities, his risk, his expenses, his project website is one of the very important report. We know it, inshallah, at the last day, how to create a website for your project. So this is what we call project specific information. You have to know, as I told you, from where you can get the enterprise information and from where you can log to specific information. Finally, we have 3 types of information. It can work as enterprise and as project specific as information as well. Like calendar, the calendar could be for the whole enterprise, for the whole company, for the whole project, or you can create a calendar for a certain project. So it could be enterprise or it could be project. Reports, you can create a reports dedicated to your project only, or a report which can be used for the whole project at your database. That's why the report as well is enterprise/specific. And activity codes as well, it could be used for a certain project or for the whole database. Okay, let's start. Inshallah, from now, I usually use inshallah. Inshallah mean that by God will, yani. This is the translation of inshallah. I usually use inshallah. I'm trying to tell you what is the translation of inshallah. EPS and OPS is the first topic at the software we know how to create. This is what we called dictionaries. This is an advanced topic, not a basic topic. Ingo. Usually it is not part from the basic topic because it is in somehow not related to creating a project directly. But I'm usually not for you, for everyone. When I conduct a course, I tell my trainee what is the EPS is and what is the OPS is and how to create EPS and OPS. In spite of they will not use it, but during creating the project, and this is the first step in creating the plan, Primavera will ask you, this project is belonging to which program, and this project, who is responsible for this project. Here, by creating those 2 structures, you will define the different programs and the different responsibilities. The EPS is starting with the high level, level number 1. Level number 1, we usually take it for the company. I'm in company XYZ, so the first level is the company XYZ. Siemens, I'm in Siemens. Okay, great. Siemens working in many countries. Siemens in Germany, in Deutschland, in Egypt. There are a lot of branches there. So I will go to the second level and create it by country as an example. This is just an example. Actually, creating the EPS need to sit with the committee in the high level committee in the company to determine what is the technique we're using to break down the project in their company. I'll give you an example. The first level is a company. The second level in which country. The third level in which state. The fourth level which project type. Is it electrical planet, or is it trains, or is it monorail? So you will start with your company breaking down into programs, country program. Why we are doing this? Because maybe, Ingo, you are later on, you will be the manager of the branch in Germany. You need to get a report on all the project in Germany. By creating this element, the information will be rolled up from the lower level, from the project level, and its lower level coming from the activity level. It will be rolled up from the activity level to the project level, then from the project level to the sub-program level, from sub-program level to the program level, then to the company, to the country level. I can give you a report on all the project at this country or at this node in just minutes, in just seconds, because the information there, all I have to do is to set the structure in order to use it to roll up the information. Also, you can gain a report on all the project at your company if you select the highest level at the EPS. So the EPS is the way of breaking down the company into program, or the company project into programs, in order to generate a report in every level later on. طيب, how it will appear at the software? It will appear like that, and we know how to do it. We'll open the software, but let's complete the OPS. You cannot create an EPS without OPS. OPS is a responsibility. Either it is by name, Tahir, Amira, Tariq, Ingo, or by title, project manager, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Omnia. So OPS represents the responsibility. Who is the boss of who? Who is reporting to whom? Why we need it? Because each element we are going to create, Primavera will ask you who will be responsible for this element. You can select the responsible from this dictionary. So at the beginning, when we start the software, actually when you install the software, you install it with example project. Am I right? Do you have data in your database? You have some project in Primavera or not? Ingo?
Yeah.
Do you install some project in your Primavera? Is there any information in your database, or it is blank?
I will have a look. EC OBS. I shall, or I have to. I have a look on my Primavera.
Yes.
I can't
you have
see.
two options. The first option is to download the examples, sample of project, or create an empty database. I believe that the default is creating a sample project. You have some sample project in your software, in your database.
Okay. But I can't see it.
You have something called Enterprise.
Enterprise. Yes.
The first, click on the Enterprise.
Yeah.
The first line is projects. Click on projects.
Yeah.
Do you have any data in the project window?
Projects, no. Enterprise, all, no, that's only all initiatives. Enterprise project. That's inactive, I think so, yeah? The enterprise EPS structure. There I can see. Oh.
Is there a hierarchy there, or only first line?
Delete, no, not delete, copy cut, close. Enterprise projects. So no, yeah, that's only, no. All initiatives. That's the summary. I see only one bar chart, yeah.
One line only?
Yeah. No, it's empty. It's
empty.
It's empty.
We will. Let me share the Primavera to tell you. This is Enterprise.
Yeah.
Did you click Enterprise as is? Then project.
Yeah.
Do you have any information like that in your database?
No information.
No information?
For the project, sorry. That's what I see by on your on the view. That's by me too. Yeah, I can see to my.
You have project or not?
Yeah.
You have, like what you see in the screen.
Layout projects. No, there's no projects. Yeah.
Yes. Click on Enterprise again, and then click projects.
Yeah.
It will move to this window. Can you notice any information in this window?
No, that's the first screenshot or the first view. But after I will go outside. I should want to exit. Yes, and then I will start new.
You start a new project?
No, Primavera new starting.
لا خلاص let's us do it together. يعني خلينا نعملها سوا. خلاص, we will do the following. Go to Primavera, open it.
Yeah.
Follow me at the screen. Here it is. Just a minute. Click on Edit Database Configuration.
Yes.
Add at the left side.
Okay, that I'm in the project. Okay. Oracle.
Are you following me at the screen?
Yeah.
We're going to create a new database with example of the project. Log out from Primavera and start open it again.
Database configuration. Sorry, but I've started it. That was not a giant diagram, then a networking view. That's a problem. What I've seen in the projects. Yeah.
Is there a project?
Yeah.
There is a project.
Yeah, that's a Netzplan, a net plan, not a bar or giant diagram. That's a changed view. I don't know why. Yeah.
But do you have? Can you notice a project now?
Okay, I will. I will do the steps which you are doing on the screen now. Yeah.
That okay. Log out.
So okay, let's go on at first P6. So
Okay.
Professional. So
tell me when you have this this screen.
Okay, now.
Okay, click on Edit Database Configuration.
But I have to use my password, yeah?
No, we'll create a new one.
Okay, but he's not willing yet. Cancel. I can't activate it. I don't know why.
Edit database you cannot activate?
Yeah.
Can you share the screen at the Teams?
I can only open the advanced. That's the only one what I can advanced, and then he make a new connection database on new.
خلاص advanced make a new connection database. Okay.
That's no password and no furthermore edit database configuration.
He asked you about the no, that is not part of it. Do you have something like edit database configuration like what you see at the screen now?
Yeah, yes, but
Click
I can't.
it.
Yeah, but I can't. There's no possible to activate the hand. I can only activate the previous advanced. Then the menu will start. Yeah, with new connection and so on.
طب start a new connection.
Yeah. But that's inactive connect and disconnect. Huh? The advanced is not going on. I can't fill in the password and I cannot edit database. I don't know why. Huh? That's no possibility.
I want to create a new database, not changing the existing database. So tell me, can you share your screen at Teams?
The problem is, okay, I will try it. Okay.
There is something called share here. Share your screen.
Yeah.
Great. Open Primavera.
I don't know, downloads, physics workshop. I have put it, documents. I don't know whether.
And the program, you will open it.
Now that's this one?
This one.
Okay, okay.
This is what login to Primavera B6 Professional 23.
You can see a WeTransfer. That's what I've downloaded for 2 days. But you think this is okay too? Workshop projects, yeah?
This is okay. Please open it. Don't go to the what I sent you. This is enough. The first one. Go return the back. Return the back, please.
Okay. This one.
Open the software again. Here it is. B6. No, this is B6 workshop project. This is what I sent you.
Yeah,
today.
Yeah.
I need the software itself. Where is the software?
Yeah, okay.
Open Primavera.
I think that I have. So, okay, I have to do the extra.
No, it is not from here. Not from here. Open Primavera.
The problem
go
is
to username and password and open it.
I'm working with 2 computers, and the one computer, the P6 is running, and the second one, this one here, is with Teams, and that's the challenge.
Okay, close this. Close this, please. Click on B6 here. At your toolbar down there. Toolbar. Here it is.
There is no. Doch, yeah, yes, here.
No, not visualizer. Here it is. This is what I want. Here it is. Click on edit database. The last row down there.
Okay.
Add. Choose instead of Oracle, go to Oracle. Choose SQLite. Name it any other name, not Engo anymore. Any name.
Here, okay.
Move it and make it any name. Choose the second option, add a new database. Next. Okay. Your login name, make it Engo. Whatever. The default is admin. You can make it any name. And put the database, the password. Try to remember it. Repeat the password. Next. Here it is. Use the sample project. Great. Go to this line. Yes, and go before DB. No, don't click. Close it. Before DB.
So
here it is. Yeah. Bot one directly before the point DB. No, DB. Here it is. DB. The last 2 letters is DB.
Before.
Before the dot. Bot one.
Yeah. 1. So.
1. Before the dot, not after the dot.
So.
Yes. Remove the first one.
And save.
Next. Okay. Close this window. Okay. Put the username. Close this one.
So
no, you don't have to provide it. Close it. Cancel. It's supposed to be open now.
P6 open, huh?
Click on it.
Mm-hmm.
P60 Professional. Click on it. Put your password and connect. Here it is. Alhamdulillah, finally. Okay. Okay.
Okay, that's a starting point. Yes. Okay, this is running now.
Yes, this is the starting point. Here it is. You have a project now.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I will share my screen again.
But there's no project. Here. Okay, that's what.
There's a lot of project there. Enterprise. Click on Enterprise. Click on Enterprise projects.
That's the projects, huh?
And instead of a hierarchy, make it a table. No, not from here. From the left side. You are clicking the hierarchy. Go left 3 tabs. And make a table. No, not at the menu bar. Down. Down. Here it is.
Down.
I will show you at the screen.
What do you mean?
There is a toolbar here. This is a toolbar. You can see. I will show at the screen now. Just a minute.
Yeah, okay.
Here it is. I will log using my username and password as you did. Here it is, the list of project. You make the view like that. I'm clicking here, chart view. Can you not sit?
Yeah.
And instead of that, go to table view.
Table view, okay.
And we have also Gantt chart view.
Yeah.
Beside table. Here it is. Those are the list of projects you have in your database.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's turn to our subject. We are here to understand how to create the EBS and OBS. The last topic we talked about it, that we have 2 dictionaries. It must be set first before dealing with any project. The first dictionary is called EBS. The second dictionary called OBS. To deal with it, to know how to create it, how to set it, you have to ask yourself, is the EBS a global information or project-specific information? Can you answer this question, Ango? EBS. We want to see the EBS and set the EBS. The question is, EBS is a project-specific information or enterprise information?
Okay.
I believe that it is enterprise from itself. Enterprise project structure, it means that it is enterprise information. Why I'm asking this question, Ingo? Because the previous topic is about the type of information. We have 2 types of information: enterprise information, project-specific information. If you want to set enterprise information, so you have to select enterprise from menu bar. If you want a project information, so you have to click on the project at the menu bar. You can notice that enterprise is active, but project is not active. Why project is not active? Because we are not opening any project now.
Okay.
That's why all the project specific information is not valid, is not available, because it must be related to a project.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, can I modify and set the enterprise information without opening any project? Yes, you can. When you are going to deal with the enterprise information, you don't have to open any project.
Mm-hmm.
Usually at the real life, when your company, مثلا as an example, or any company buy a license in Primavera, we will do the same step we did it, but instead of creating database with sample project, we'll create it empty, completely, no data at all. And you have to set your own data. And this is at the real life. But here, there is some data. There is data related to the software itself. Let's see what the data is. First question, we want to know what is the EBS is and how to modify it. Let's go to enterprise. You can notice that there is something called enterprise project structure. Can you notice it?
Sorry?
Enterprise project structure. Can you see it?
Yeah, yeah.
Click on it. Here it is.
Enterprise, yeah. Okay, I will screen my desk.
Enterprise. Click on the enterprise at the menu bar. And then the second order, the second command is enterprise project structure. Can you see it at the screen?
Yeah.
Click on it. This is the first step must be done at any database to set the hierarchy, the project hierarchy. You can notice that here in this example, they have an enterprise company, have some work in electrical engineering and construction, some energy work, program of energy, manufacturing, product development, corporate programs, IT programs. This is the programs they are working with it in project. They have project on all these elements. Right? How to set it, how to do it, how they did this structure. Before answering this question, you can notice that the symbol of the enterprise is pyramids. Primavera put the pyramids view as a program. So when you see a program, a pyramid, it means that it is a program which contains many projects. Clear?
Yeah.
It is pyramid. Type. The question is, I am in XYZ company, not enterprise. I'm working in XYZ. Can I change the name of enterprise to be XYZ? Of course. As I told you, when you install the software in a new company or for your company, will give you empty database. You will find no information. This information for the training purpose, but at the real life, it will be empty. So first of all, go there and put your company name, A, B, C. This is the ID of the company, and this is the full name of the company, A, B, C. Okay, I want to change the structure, and I want to make branches at the Middle East and all the country of Europe, because our company is a huge company, and it has branches in many countries. So the second level of the EBS, I want to create it by country. Can I create a country instead of type of work? You're like, of course you can add. Just click add. Are you following me at the screen? Add. It will make a new EBS. I will use the arrow at the command to make it up. Then I will change it. The first branch in Germany. Are you following me, Ingo, or not?
Not really. What do you mean?
Are you opening the same window I'm opening? I'm working with it.
Yeah.
From the enterprise, again, from the enterprise, from the menu bar, click enterprise, and then click enterprise project structure.
So I've added a new company, and it's called new EBS, yeah?
Yes, add a new EBS. You can change the whole structure and make it structure. How we can make the structure? Using this arrow at the right side. 4 arrows, left side, upper side, down side, right side. by using this arrow, you can set the structure of the programs you have. Click add to add a new element and use the arrows to set the structure of this new element. To playing you're like, we'll start the company, then we'll make the branch by country, then after the country we'll make it by the state, after the state we'll make it by type of projects or by clients. How to set the structure? As I told you, this is one of the advanced topic. Usually the planners they start working with the database with already defined EBS. No, they will usually 90% of the planner they are not going to the EBS and creating the EBS. But I'm telling you how to set the EBS. Very easy. Add and arrows to set the hierarchy. Try it. Feel free to write it. To add some elements and set the hierarchy.
Okay, I've done it here with this and with the cursor I can change the position.
Yes, here it is. I'm clicking add for me at the screen. I'm clicking add. خلاص. They put the element down there, but I can use the arrow to make it up.
So
down, right. By making this arrow, you can set the hierarchy.
Yeah.
Which is the upper and second level and third level, so on. Did you try it?
Yeah. You can see it?
No, you have to share your screen to see it. I'm sharing my screen now. Sharing EBS. The question is, what is the concept of creating the EBS? The concept is breaking down your project at the company into programs. And this is the way of creating the programs. Starting by add, and then using the arrow to set the structure itself. واضح? Is it clear, Ingo?
So I think it's too fast, so I can't understand it exactly. Yeah. I think, or you can show it on your screen.
Try it again now. Try it again now. I will show it on my screen again.
Yeah.
Here it is. Starting from the beginning. And I'm now the administrator of the company, and I want to set the EBS. The first question I have to ask myself, if the EBS is enterprise information or project information. Depending on the answer, I will go to which part at the menu bar. If it is enterprise information, I will click on the enterprise at the menu bar. If what I'm looking for is a project information, I will click in the project. But project is deemed. Why it is deemed? Because it will be active when we will open a new project. But now we are not opening any project. That's why it is not active. So we'll go to enterprise, searching for enterprise project structure, and start setting the hierarchy. How to set the hierarchy? Starting from the higher level, click add. Primavera will add a new line called new EBS1. Use the arrow up and down to put it in its place. Use the right side to put it to set the hierarchy. I'm now putting the new EBS1 under Germany. It is in Berlin. It is I don't know your states or your Bonn or Berlin or
I understand.
Hamburg. So you put the country at the highest level, then the states under it. Why? Because you decide as a company to use the country first and then the state at the second level. Okay? Your company working in KSA, United Arab Emirates, French, Great Britain, Britannia, United States of America, set the program as you want. Clear?
Clear.
Right. What Primavera will ask you to put ID. Here it is. Can you see the shaded area? The ID. When you hear ID in Primavera, it must be unique. As an example, I used ABC before. I will try to make this element ABC as well. What happens if I'm clicked enter Primavera and like, no, I cannot accept this ID. ID, it means that it is unique. You cannot repeat the same ID. Yeah. You have to change and create a unique one. ID for the EBS and the project must be unique. Primavera does not allow for repeating any ID. Is it clear? Yeah. So I have to return back and change it to something else. XYZ as an example.
Yeah.
خلاص clear?
Yeah.
What is else? The name of this program. يقول لك this program is Germany project in Germany.
Yeah. It's a description or so on. Yeah, okay.
بالضبط. It is the description of the element. Finally, who will be responsible for this element? As I told you, we have two dictionaries. Program dictionary, this is what we are creating now, and the responsibility dictionary. Each element at the EBS must have a responsible manager who will be responsible for this element. A manager for Germany all project, a manager for Berlin project, a manager for Middle East project, a manager for Siemens project. So how can I do it? You're like, you can click the tape and select. You can say that display current EBS. Instead of that, I will click filter, see all OBS. This is all OBS which is created in the e-database. All I have to do is select one. But the responsibility of the Germany project is belonging to Ingo. Ingo who will be responsible for it. I cannot find Ingo at the responsible managers. Or like, we cannot find him because you didn't create it. You didn't add Ingo to the organization breakdown instruction. You have to add a responsible manager first to see it here.
Yeah.
Great. So from here, I can select only from the predefined responsibles. But if I want to add a new responsible, I have to close this window, and go to OBS. Where I can find OBS from the enterprise. You can find something called OBS. Can you notice it at the screen?
Yeah.
OBS. Click OBS.
Yeah, enterprise.
Add your name under the enterprise. You are to be the manager of the Germany project. Add your name. First of all, you have to add your name in this OBS. So like, I will click add. I will call him Ingo. And then close this window.
Yeah.
Open the enterprise again, the EBS.
I will. I do it parallel with another computer. Yeah.
No problem.
And return is accepting. Yes. Yes.
Return to enterprise project structure.
Yeah.
Highlight Germany. I'm going to highlight Germany. And instead of the responsible manager of Germany is enterprise, I will click the tab and I can find now Ingo there. Why it is there now? Because I already created at the OBS. The point is you have to create two dictionaries. For the program, we call it EBS. Dictionary for the responsibility, we call it OBS. After creating the responsible manager, the name, you turn back to the EBS and select it to be the manager of this element. Is it clear, Ingo?
I think so. Yeah.
Great. As I told you, the first two topics here we are using is a little bit advanced. Actually, at the real life, don't bother yourself with the EBS and OBS. Somebody else will do it. the administrator will do it. It is not the decision of the planner. It is a decision of the high-level committee at the company. That's why it is not part from the basic course. It is part from the administration course. But why I'm giving it to you later on when we start creating a new project? The first question Primavera will ask you: this project belong to which EBS? If you don't know what the EBS is and how to create it, you will not understand what the meaning of it. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
D'accord.
Okay. Great. Right. Now we'll do what after we know how to open Primavera. You know how to open Primavera now, how to provide your username and password, and then go to the project window, and then somehow that there is a hierarchy view, and there is a Gantt view and table view. You know it. What we are going to do now is opening an existing project. One project and database. We will go in to open it to understand what is the mechanism of how to open a project, and what is the difference when I open a project different than when I'm dealing with the closed project. How to open a project? You're like, 2 ways to open the project. Go to File, Open. This is the first way. The second way is go to a project window where we are standing now, highlight your project, like what I'm did, and right click, open the project. Or use the command Control O. Right. We'll do what? We'll use File, Open, but not now. Let's first of all see what is the different bars in Primavera. The first bar here, Ingo, the first bar beside the B6 mark, called Primavera B6 Professional 24, no current project. I believe that it is in your machine, Primavera B6 Professional 22. صح? Am I right? What is the name in your machine? 22 or 24? 22, because you are installed 22. I'm installing 24. خلاص? No current project. It means that I'm not opening any project till now. There is no open project at the database. Then the second bar, we call it menu bar. Menu, like any software. Menus. This is the menus. This is the commands. We can use it in the software. Files, to deal with file, to create new project, to open existing project, to make print and preview and print, import and export, refresh data. This is what is there at the file. Edit the information and can use it to copy, cut, add, delete, and so on. View is responsible for the view, what I'm going to see and how I'm going to see it. Project, there is nothing under project. Please click on project. Is it working or
activities? You can see
it is not active. Why it is not active? Because I'm not opening any project. It will be active when I open a project. Enterprise, we already visit enterprise. It includes all the enterprise information. If I want to deal with enterprise information, so the place where I can find all the enterprise information under enterprise. Then tools, admins, help. This is the menu. Then the third bar is called toolbar. Toolbar, like Excel, like Word. Tools, I can use it in group, filter information. Some commands, actually all these commands as the toolbar are there at the menu bar. But here it's easy to use it as a toolbar. Go directly and use the symbol if you know what the symbol is and how to do it. And I believe that you already use it. And you click on the hierarchy chart. They change the view instead of a table to be a chart. If I return back to B table, it's only a table. If I click Gantt, it is Gantt, and it include bar chart for each project. So the toolbar is the tools, the commands. We can use it from the toolbars.
Yeah.
Great. Then at the left side, we call it directory bar. The directory bar is going to sending you to a direction. Here it is. The first one is active, and it is a new project. The second one is open a project. Go to project window, resource window, report window, tracking window, and then some symbols which is not active. Do you know why it's not active? Can you figure why it's not active?
You have no projects. You are in the enterprise mode.
Great, Ingo. It is related to project, and the above tabs was related to enterprise. That's why it is active, but all the information related to the project is inactive.
Yeah.
This is what we call directory bar. At the right side, there is a command bar. What the command bar is, all the commands, we can use it in this window. We are now at the project window, so the activated commands is the only force. But later on, when we change the window to the activities to the WS, it will change according to the windows we are doing the work on it.
Mm-hmm.
Is it clear?
Yeah.
Finally, the status bar at the last row at the screen. It you are opening a portfolio. The data date is 1st of November 2010. The baseline is current project. User admin, and of course user is Ingo. خلاص, database is Ingo professional. خلاص, it tell you what is the status now. This is what the screen is. Now it's time to open an existing project. We will use what? As I told you, 3 ways to do it. Go to File, Open, or 4 ways. File, Open. This is the first one. Second one, from directory bar, you can choose Open. Third one, from the project window, highlight the project and right-click and open the project. Or click Control A, Control O. What is the tool we are going to use it now? We can use it from File or from the directory bar. It is the same. Mm-hmm. It will give you the whole project where you can select from it to open which one. Open. Click Open.
Mm-hmm.
There is a pop-up window for opening the project. Primavera, just telling you that you asked me to open a project. Here it is. This is the list of projects in your database. Which one you want to open? All I have to do, please follow me at the screen. Don't do anything until I tell you do it. خلاص? طيب. All the structure of the EBS we created before is here. Do you remember the EBS is pyramid? What I created there at the enterprise project structure, it is here. Germany, XYZ, all the elements you added at the EBS is here. Some of it have some project on it, and some elements have no project. The new one which you created now has no project. Of course, has no project. But the old one has some project. So the project is belonging to engineering and construction, belonging to energy, belonging to manufacturing. There are some project there. Type. How can I open a project? Like, all you have to do is highlight the project you want to create and click open. Please don't do it. خلاص? Click open at the right side. Mm-hmm. This is the first way. The second way is double click on it. If I double click on it, it will be open. Mm-hmm. Right. What else? You're like, can I open more than one project at the same time? Some cases, Ingo, you are responsible for 2 or 3 projects together.
Yeah.
And you want to monitor the 4 projects together. The question is, can I open more than one project at the same time? Yes, you can. Highlight it. I highlighted the first project and I use Shift to highlight more projects. It is now shaded by blue. Can you see it on the screen? Or I can click Control and highlight another project. All what I am highlighting now, if I click to open, it will open the whole highlighting active projects. Is it clear, Ingo?
Yeah.
Right. I am the responsible for electrical and construction project, and I want to open all the construction project, all the project which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I open it from the EPS node? Yes, you can. You can notice now I'm highlighting the E and C, electric and construction. Yeah. If I click open now, it will open the whole project under engineering and construction. Is it clear, Ingo? This is the technique of opening more than one project at the same time. The question is, do we need it at the real life? Yes, in many cases we need. If you are the department manager and you want to monitor all the project in your department, so you will ask the planner or ask yourself to highlight the department itself or the country or the city and open all the project belonging to this city. If you highlighted the EBS element and click open, Primavera will open the whole project under this element.
Okay.
But can I open the whole project at the company? Yes. If I highlight the first level, lower company level or enterprise level, and click open, it will open the whole project at the company. Is it clear, Ingo?
I think so, yeah.
Right. Great. Now we are going to open the project which name is City Center Office Building. You have the same name? EC00615 or 515 City Center Office Building Edition. Do you have this project?
I will have a look. City Center. Data Center. City Center, yes. Open.
Yes, highlight it and choose any way to do it. Either you double click on it or click open at the right side.
Okay.
Did you open it?
Yeah.
I will open it now. Here it is. It's opening now.
Engineering, also.
And it changed the display. What?
Yes, that's the same view. Design, foundation, and so on. Yeah.
Great, great. Now, instead of have a single window, which is project, now we are sitting at the activity window. When you open a project, it will open it at the activity window at the lower level. The project is a higher level and the activity is the lower level, which showing the detail of the project.
Yeah.
Okay, let's notice what happened when we opened the project. At the first bar, which we call it title bar, they remove no current project and put the name of the project you open it. Here it is, City Center Office Edition. Can you notice it? So at the title bar, he will put the project name.
Yeah.
If I open 5 projects, he will put the 5 project names, one by one, one after one, one after one. Okay. The second change is at the menu bar, the project is active now. Can you notice it?
Yeah.
And all the command I can use it in project is active. Why? Because we are sitting now in the open project. It means that all the project specific information are available to be edited and changed. This is the second change. The third change is the toolbar has a lot of active tools now. Why? Because this tools is related to the activity. Once you open the activity window, it means that it is available to do it, to work with it.
Yeah.
The third change or the fourth change at the left side at the directory bar, all the information which is deemed or inactive before, it is active now.
Yeah.
Can you notice it?
Yeah.
Why? Because open it. Also at the command bar, at the previous window, there were 4 bars or 4 commands only active. Now we have many commands are active to be used at the activity window.
Yeah.
Is it clear? خلاص.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the first way of showing the information. The second way is what we are seeing now. You're like, oh, we are seeing something at the top. We call it layout or top view. The top view contain 2 parts. Information part at the left side and the graphic part at the right side. Can you notice it? And we have vertical split bar. You can maximize the left or maximize the right. Try it, please.
It's the same Microsoft project.
It is the same. Also, you can notice that we have a bottom information. We call it activity details. Activity, single activity details. We have horizontal split bar. We can maximize the upper or the lower. Please try it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. We have some details of the activity. Details we know it later on. It is not time now to know the function. It is know how to use the layout. Okay, great. Type. What else? You're like, there is a time scale here at the graphic.
Yeah.
Move the mouse to the time scale. You can notice that 3 shapes there: arrow, or lens, or hand.
Yeah.
Hand, if you click hand, it will move it right and left, the graphics.
Okay.
If you go to lens and click, left click, you can maximize, zoom in, and zoom out.
Yeah.
Arrow to select which activity. تمام. What else? You're like, there is a small bar here called layout, and we said the name is layout display option bar. Can you notice it? Here it is, a small one.
Yeah.
This layout display option bar contains all the commands related to the layout. How to add columns, how to change the bars, how to group, how to sort, how to filter, what you are going to show at the top of the screen, what you are going to show at the bottom of the screen. So all the details related to the layout, you are standing on it, is there at the display option bar. Layout display option bar. Great. Click on it, and you can notice that there is something called show on top. Did you reach show on top?
Yeah.
Okay. 4 elements, I can see it at the top of the layout. Activity table, or Gantt chart, or activity usage spreadsheet, or activity network. You can notice that we are viewing now the Gantt chart. By the way, all the information here at the top is there at the toolbar. Here it is. This is the table. This is the Gantt chart. This is the activity network. So all the commands at the command bar and the layout display option bar, you can find it at the toolbar. It's your decision. How can I reach the information? Is it better for me to get it from the toolbar or from the view? All the information again here at the view, or from layout display option bar. In my opinion, layout display option bar is better because it is focusing on the layout. Yeah. This is related, this is a command related to the layout. If I want to customize the layout and making change in the layout, here this is a way of creating the layout. Okay, good. Show on top. Choose the first one, activity table, and tell me what you are saying.
Um,
No graphics. It is only table. It is in some cases we need from the schedule only information. Start date, finish date, total duration, and so on. I don't need graphic. I want to print a table or information. In this case, it's better to make it table only. Okay, let's return back to layout display option bar. تقول لي طاهر, can I remove these details in order to make the whole screen to see the information? اقول لك yes. The activity table here at the down bottom. So go to show on bottom, and the first one, no bottom layout. Click on it. It will disappear the bottom layout. Okay, is there any other view? You're like, let's return back again to show on top and go to Gantt chart. Gantt chart is the first display. Table at the left side and graphics at the right side. Okay, what else? You're like, show on top. Activity network. The network displays the sequence between the activity. And instead of bar chart, it will show the activity as a box connected with line which represents the relationship. If I'm going to highlight the first line at the left side, the project level.
Okay. Yeah.
It will show the network of the whole project, the whole activity at the project. We usually use this report to represent the sequence of work. If anyone asks you to print a report showing the sequence of work, so it's better to make it a network diagram. This is what we call network diagram. Of course, I can zoom in and zoom out to show the relationship. You can notice that there is a dotted line. This is some red lines, some black lines. What are the difference? Red, it means that it is critical. Solid, it means that it is driving, but it's not critical. Driving means that it is impacting the start of the next activity or successor activity. Dotted means that there is a relationship, but it is not driving the start of the activity. This is how to see or to read the network. Okay, I am the mechanical engineer and I want to see only the mechanical work. I will look very easy. Go to the left side and highlight the mechanical. It will show only the network of the mechanical activities and all its related work, HVAC, lifts, and so on. Right. Exterior finish. Go to their exterior finish. Here it is. This is the work of exterior finish, which you can read it and know the sequence. We'll start this first and this second and this third and so on. And from here to go to there, each selection at the left side will be represented at the right side. Okay, this is how to, again, we are not till now know the function. It is just how to know to change the layout. Okay, what else? You're like, go to layout, display option bar, again, show on top, and choose the last one, activity usage spreadsheet. He did what? He make the table at the left side, which contain the activity information, and some information at the right side. Information is cost, the cost of each activity.
Okay.
It is like a spreadsheet distributed over time. Here at the duration scale, it is on the monthly basis. It will show the cost of each activity at each month. It is a good, by the way, good report. You can use it to represent it to your high level management, telling them this is the distribution of the cost of each activity during the time, not only a single cost, but the plan total, the remaining, the actual, and so on. Do you have the same screen?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Type. Let's turn back to Gantt chart. How to return to Gantt chart? Display option bar show on top, or I can go to the toolbar and choose Gantt chart.
Okay.
Or I can go to view and show on top. Here it is, Gantt chart.
Yeah.
3 ways to change the display.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Type. The question is, Tahir, I want to add more information at the left side. I want to report about how many resources working, the units of the resource working. I want to add some cost information. I want to add some performance information. In this, the only columns I have it here, or like, of course not. We have a huge number of columns. And you are the only one who decide which column you are going to represent at the screen. How can you do it? Or like, it's easy. It's matter of displaying at the layout. So the orders, all the commands which related to layout display as the display option bar. Here it is, this bar. Is there anything called columns? Here it is. This is the columns. This is responsible for columns. Is there anywhere else? You're like, yes, you can do it from here. Highlight here, right click, and you can see columns.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere else? Yes, there is a columns at the menu bar, at the toolbar. Here it is, what I'm highlighting now, columns. Is there anywhere else? Yes, from view, you can choose columns as well. So you can reach the information or the command from many places. It's your decision. What is the best for me? I prefer to use the mouse, so it's better to me to use right click and choose from the menu, command menu. It's better for me to go to the place where we can set all the display information from the layout and choose it. It's your decision, Ingo. Okay, let's go to columns. Here it is. A columns is a straightforward command. At the left side, there is available option. It means that those are the available columns you can use it. At the right side, there is the columns which are represented at the view. Before that, I will tell you, or I'll give you. I will give you. I will close this. A very good tool from the layout display option bar. There is something called hint help. What the hint help is, you're like, I noticed that there is a column called the start. I don't know what the start mean. I know early start. I know actual start. I know late start. But what does start mean? Start mean what? Which start? Or like, you want to understand what is the information in each columns? Oh, yes. So go there to layout display option bar and click on hint help.
Okay.
It is a help.
Yeah.
All you have to do is highlight the columns. Go to start and see that. This is the definition of start. Start, the current start date of the activity. Set to the activity remaining early start date while the activity is not started. And the actual start date if the activity started. So start means that it can include two types of information. Either it is planned information or actual if the activity has actual. This is the definition. I like it. I'm a beginner and I want to use it. It will be very helpful for me to understand what the content of the information. Can I set it? You're like, look to the to this pen. Click on it and drag it to any part of the screen as you like. And then when you highlight any columns, the definition will be at the upper of your screen.
Okay.
Okay? Great. So close it. Click on the red circle. And return to columns again.
Column, yeah.
Okay, again, at the left side, the available columns. At the right side, the viewed or selected columns. I'm here to do what? To add more columns to be viewed at the screen. Oh, great. How can I do it? You're like, it's very easy. Select from the left side and put it at the right side. This is very simple. You have first to choose the column, highlight it, and then use the arrow. You can notice that there are 4 arrows. Single arrow from left to right, double arrow from left to right, single arrow from right to left, and all arrows, the double arrows from left to right. What is the use of double? I will do it myself. Don't use it because it would make a trouble a problem for you. If I select the 2 arrows, it will move all the columns from the left side to be at the right side. طبعا I will click cancel. Cancel, it means that don't save and return it back to the columns again. So double arrows will take all from the left to the right, all the right from right to left. Right. I want to add budget total units. How many working hours from labors in each activity? I want to add it to the screen. What you want is there. Inshallah, you will find all what you need there. It is there at the left side. طب how can I get it? يقول لك Primavera helped you that make it by category, categorized. If you are looking for cost information, you will find it at the cost information. If you are looking for dates information, you will find there at the dates information. You are looking for units information, units, labor units, so go to units. Here it is. There it is, budget labor units. Here it is, budget labor units. You can highlight it and click on the arrow from left to right, or click on it and drag it. Click and drag. Right. I don't like these categories. I don't know where the information I needed. You're like, oh, great. If you want to change this grouping to be list, click on available option. Group and sort by list. Here it is. All the columns in Primavera, it is more than 100. I believe that 115 columns or something like that. All the information you needed. يعني just imagine, just dream. All the information you needed in your report, it is there at more than that. You can even add something called user-defined fields to put your own information. يعني later on, inshallah, if you, it is one of the advanced topics is how to create user-defined fields to put your own information on it. All you have to do is click Control F. Control F is working in any place in Primavera to find something. And write budget he will bring all the columns started with budgeted, budget expenses, cost, budget labor cost, budget labor units, and you can go find next, find next, find next, find next until you reach what you are looking for.
Yeah.
Is it clear? So all you have to do is moving it from the left side to the right side, either using it as a list or as a group or Control F. It is your decision.
Yeah.
Type. I want to change the budget labor units to be workforce hours. I won't change the name. In our company, we don't use this term budget labor units. We use workforce hours. Can we change it? Yes, you can change it. Yeah, no, how it's come? It is a part. It is there in Primavera. You can change it. Highlight the columns and click edit column.
Yeah.
Primavera will tell you my name, my Oracle name is budget labor cost. Do you want to change it? New tile? Oh yes. Workforce hours. It is very beautiful. This software, I like this software يا إنجو. I'm not just a user. I'm in love with B6 يعني عشان بس I like it. It is very flexible. You can do whatever you want. You can change the width. You can change the content. Is it at the right side or the center or the left? I'll make it at the center. And
That's
okay, here it is. Okay. Why it didn't change? ليه كده يا Primavera? Columns. Work. I believe that it's working in your machine. Changing the name or what? Hey, it is now workforce hours and okay, it is part from the layout now. Workforce hours, the new name I created, and it show the total hours for each activity from labors. This represent how many hours working there in each activity. Is it clear?
Yeah.
This is the way of adding or removing more columns. Right.
Yeah.
The question is, can I save this layout for the future use? Well, like, of course, this layout is classic schedule layout. And you want to change it to another name. Classic schedule layout, including workforce hours. You want to change the name. Can I save what I did for future use? You're like, of course you can save. Here it is. Click on display, layout display option bar. Layout. You have 3 commands. Open an existing layout. Save. Save it means that it will save the change, but with the same name. Save as, it will give you the chance to change the name. I will call it Engu with workforce hours. Why I'm putting a name to be understandable, to be used later on, because later on you don't have to go to columns and add a new columns and remove the columns. It's you already saved the layout. It means that you can bring the layout with the information you needed. Is it clear? Right. The question is, available to whom? Available to whom? Can I select the available who? You're like, yes, you can select available to current project, current user or project. If you are working in a company, you will find something a global mean that it will be available for all users. But here we installed the software for me only. That's why it is either I can select the current user or the project users only. I will save it as a current user and click save. Right. Is this layout? Does this layout exist now? Yes, it exists now. Here it is. Click layout open. Here it is. Those under global, the existing layout which are at the database. And this is what I created now. I decided to make it as a user. My user is admin. So, of course, your user is Engu. This is one of the layout you can create with the name. Later on, you don't have to change the layout. All you have to go to a saved layout and open a saved layout. Clear, Engu?
Yep.
Right. The purpose of this topic is just to tell you that it is Primavera. It is okay to use Primavera. No problem of using the Primavera. or creating the layout, or changing the information, or changing the top view or the bottom view. It is your decision. Right. Before we move, Tahir, you told me that there is something at the bottom called activity details. Here it is, show on bottom, activity details, what we hidden before. It's showing 5 tabs: general, status, notebook, predecessor, successor. Are those the only information we have in Primavera? Well, like, of course not. The key word in Primavera that you have more. Nothing there, nothing fixed there. It's your decision to customize any toolbar. Can I customize this? Yes, you can. Right click beside it and click customize activity details. It is again like columns. Here it is. This is the display tabs, and this is the available tabs. I want to add work products and documents. Relationship is better than successful and successful, and see with that. Codes. Notebook. خلاص. And remove predecessor and successor, and I will tell you why later on. خلاص. Here it is. And okay, the tabs I selected now is a part of the layout. طب can I make it as a part of the layout? Yes, you can make it as a part of layout. You made some changes in the layout now and you want to save it. So go to layout display option bar, layout, and click save. Save will save the change at the same name.
Good.
Type. Now we will close all project. I want to hide this this help, so I will go to layout display option bar, hint help, and uncheck the box. It is hidden the help bar. Okay. What we are going to do now is trying to close the open project. How to close the open project? Go to file and close all. There is no option there. If you are opening 5 projects, you have to close the 5 projects together. Nothing is to select one by one. During the opening, you can select one by one, but during the closing, you have only one option to select close all. Okay? Yeah. Close all. Primavera closed the activity window and returned back to the project window. Can you notice that? Can you notice the change again? All the information related to the project is deemed now, is inactive. Why it is inactive? Because we are not opening any project. تمام؟ تمام. Okay. We will take a break for 15 minutes, let's say. Now it is 2 p.m. GMT. خلاص. Yeah. We almost 2 hours, 15 minutes. We are working now, and it's too much in the online courses to have more than I believe more than 1.5 hours. It is يعني too much for the trainer and trainee as well. We'll take 15 minutes خلاص and return back after 15 minutes إن شاء الله.
Okay.
Okay.
And the team's session.
I will stop the teams عشان to make the record, to make the video small videos. The video now is 2 hours 25 minutes. It will be a huge. When I share to you, I will close the teams and send you a new link inshallah at your email.
Okay.
Okay. Yalla, see you.
Okay. Thank you.
You are most welcome. Bye bye.
Bye bye.